Hello everybody, this is Kyrix, welcoming you to another episode of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, September 25th, 2019. I have no idea why I thought it was August. It's been September all month. And, we're here to do stuff. Yeah. I have been doing a great deal of work on Digimon World Next Order. I'm somewhere along the lines of 45, 46 episodes in. About 40 minutes to an hour per episode, so it's going to be a long one. And I have come to the decision that, unlike my original strategy, which was going to be to just build up a full year's worth of backlog and then just put it all out whenever, I'm going to put the full stuff up and put it out as I normally would, and if I come up with new stuff, it's going to go in those places, because I've had way too long a time with no content regularly appearing on this channel. So no more of that. Now did I'm pretty sure somewhere around here I put in a salinator, or whatever the fuck it was called. And if I didn't, I was gonna. Okay, so we're gonna, whoops, not that. Hold on. That's how, okay. No. Like that. Perfect. Ah, the aerogel thing, yes, that, okay. Actually, come to think of it, don't I have the rubies for that? Hold on. There we go. I'm shy of the rubies right now. But there was no Pokemon today. I opted to skip it. I basically spent most, if not all of yesterday working on Digimon and sleeping. And I decided, because I had a Reaper over today, that I was just going to do stuff with him, because we haven't really had much chance to hang out and play video games in a very long time. And we did something along the lines of, like, 8 episodes of This Week, not This Week in Kyrix, of fucking, what's it called? 7 Days to Die. That's what we were doing. Aerogel. Okay, just 1 gel sack and 1 ruby. That's all I need. Perfect, perfect. And, most of this week has honestly been spent at work. I've been pulling a lot of overtime in the past couple days. And that's going to be a real good check for me. I pulled like a fucking 11-hour shift the other day. Yeah, people say Walmart doesn't have overtime. Well, turns out, yes, they do. They absolutely do have overtime. You just gotta be in the right divisions, like I am. I am on Cap 2, which is where all the hours and the overtime are. You know, I'd have been panicked if I didn't know those were the ghost rays. Yeah, sure, I'll grab some nickel ore. Who cares, right? Right. And, other than that, not a lot going on, really. That's right, I also need titanium. Seem to recall there being some of that nearby. Yes, I know. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna get into the Cyclops real quick while I do this. For what will hopefully be a last run of getting, marble melons for fluid. You know, I remember this being a lot further away. I must have moved it closer or something. So yeah, in a couple days, Saturday to be specific, I get to go to SeaWorld, which is exciting for me. I've been planning this trip for a while. And on a lighter note, I got my November day off that I wanted. So I'm going to take the dog to the pool that day, and that'll also be fun. She will have less fun, because she does not like to swim, but it will still be fun. No. There we go. Okay. Did I empty these out yet? I more or less did. Yeah. Except for this thing right here, which I believe was just all nickel ore and shit. Now, normally I don't fuck around much with the salination device, or in this case, the desalination device, simply because it draws obscene amounts of power. But I got the nuke now, so it's gonna be less of a concern.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, I guess I'm down here now. Oh, hi. Lithium. Uraninite. There we go, that's what I'm after. Titanium. So yeah, Reaper and I hung out. We did our 7 Days to Die stuff. And oh boy, we did not expect how rough that game would be once we turned the zombies on. Because there was something I didn't take into account. I figured when I turned the zombies on, it would just say, oh, well, you're here, let's turn on the zombies, you're going to have normal spawn rates. No, we basically got... Because the plan is we wait 7 days, because every 7 days the thing goes red and all the zombies go berserk. So on the 8th day, we would exit out of the game and turn the zombies up a notch. First from none, then to low, then medium, etc. Or very low, then medium, and so on and so on. And we basically got full-on zombie exposure. And we were not expecting full-on zombie exposure. We got swarmed. And we actually happened to luck out and start with a base that was, well, not a base. Basically, we literally started on top of a building. Like, I started on the roof and he started off in front of the building. So, we had a structure to hide in from the word go. Which, as you can imagine, is incredibly useful. Because we were able to use that as sort of a safety hatch. And, the problem lies in that, oh, motherfucker, I need more structure. A structure needs more structure. Fine, it's fine. Look, see? It's okay. And now the whole fucking base is flooded. Sure, that's not dangerous for a nuclear reactor or anything like that. Okay, note to self, it considers that an actual structure. Good to know. I would love to find some fucking kyanite, guys. Ah, there we go.
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
Perfect. Anyway, the important thing is that now that desalinator is doing its work. So we're in the clear. But yeah, we basically, once the red day, for lack of a better term, hit, we spent the entire time cowering in an underground bunker that I made. And I do mean cowering, because the zombies were going completely ballistic upstairs. And when the chaos finally died down, we went up there and found that they had destroyed the porch and broke down our door. Other than that, damage was pretty much superficial, but the point remains, they were really bad house guests. Let's just leave it at that. Oh my, it's quite toasty down here. So far, so good. No terrifying abominations to come out and startle me. That's good news, right? Right. Copper, more copper. Not quite deep enough to cause any havoc for my systems. Not exactly a party destination either, really. Titanium, I want to say? Yeah, titanium. We're good on that for now, though, thanks. Can't remember if this will damage it or not. Let's find out. Yup, that's damage, alright. Note to self, lava not nice to the exosuit. What exactly are you, Mr. Friend? Yeah. I will gut you, little fish. Apparently he's had enough of me. Let's just take a little jaunt across this underwater hellscape. There's really no better term for it, to be perfectly honest. Just little bursts of the jump jets. That's all I need to keep me going. Warper. That's what I thought. Bastard. Don't fuck with me. No idea where I am. I know it's really deep, though. So if I don't find any kyanite, then my journey more or less stops here. Get down. Get down. Get down. Where'd the prawn go? Where'd the prawn go? Where'd the fucking prawn go? Hold on. The fuck did the prawn go? There's the prawn. Give me that prawn. Hot as balls in here, man. Okay, at least it's cooling down a bit here. Seemingly. Yeah, I I know. I know, it's hot. Deal with it. But yeah, on Saturday I get to go to SeaWorld. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so note to self, do not under any circumstances leave the fucking prawn suit. Duly noted. Oddly enough, the little suckerfish don't seem to want anything to kyanite to do with me. That's what we needed. Okay. I need so much of this shit right here. The only problem is I hear that this is kind of a bitch to harvest because it doesn't always chunk properly. There's some. There's some more. Perfect, perfect. Oh, there's a little bit left. There we go. Don't know how much there is, but I want all of it. Because I don't know how much I need. Alright, that should be enough. And by that should be enough, I mean that's literally all that I can carry. Because that's all that there is to have. In sadder news, Star Trek fans got some very bad news. Actor Aaron Eisenberg, who played Nog on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, died a couple days ago from what appears to be a heart attack. Which took a lot of us by surprise because while we were waiting for details, a process that took 2 or 3 days, the prevailing theory was kidney failure, because he has in fact had 2 kidney transplants, the most recent of which being in 2015. He had, by all accounts, been coaching a kids soccer league match, and as he was walking off the field, he just kind of keeled over, and he went to the hospital. He was in critical condition, and he didn't pull through. And I gotta say, Nog was probably one of the best characters on Deep Space Nine. I mean, people throw around names like Cisco and Garrick, who were fantastic characters by damn near any metric. But Nog was really something special in that he was a character that kind of defied literally everything. He was a Ferengi, which are a species known for being greedy capitalists, super capitalists. Like, their entire society is based on exploitation and profit. And Nog became decidedly not that. At the start, he was basically a petty thug. I don't mean thug in the sense of like a bully, I mean he was a fucking minion, he was a henchman. His father was Rom, who worked for Quark, the Ferengi bartender, who basically acted as the closest thing Deep Space Nine had to a dedicated crime boss. Which is really overinflating Quark's point. He was not, by most metrics, a bad person. He was not a good person, but he was not a bad person either. We're not talking some mustache-twirling supervillain or anything stupid like that. And basically Nog was... You know, he was a kid going absolutely nowhere with his life. He was basically destined to wait for his father to inherit the bar when Quark finally died. And then he would just work for his father forever. That was his lot in life. And being the only 2 kids of the same age on the station, he just quickly made friends with Sisko's son, Jake. And the 2 of them just became this unlikely pair that just clicked on pretty much every level. And the 2 improved each other. Like, I've joked that Nog was the son Sisko always wanted, and Jake was the son Rom always wanted. Because Jake basically wanted to become a writer, and Cisco was entirely behind that because he loves his son. You know, he wanted his son to be in Starfleet, but that if that wasn't what his son wanted, he didn't want that for him, you know, that kind of thing. And Nog, on the other hand, decided he wanted to be the first Ferengi in Starfleet. And he accomplished that. Thermal reactor. Oh, I'm like, why the fuck can't I use the kyanite? Because I don't have it. It's in the prawn still. Polyaniline, kyanite, wiring kit. So I need 2 for that. Alright, we're gonna go back to the surface. Or close enough to it, really. Do I have a water yet? I do not, but I have some salt. The water's not going fast enough for me. But he basically became a model Starfleet officer, a war hero, and many other things. He was just a great character all around. And the big joke is that that he started the series serving a drink to Harry Kim, the ensign of Voyager, who famously was never promoted in canon. There were future versions and alternate realities where he was other ranks, but the mainstream Harry Kim was always, from episode 1 to the series finale, an ensign. Meanwhile, Nog started out as a civilian, became a Starfleet cadet, graduated, became an acting ensign, and ended the series as lieutenant junior grade. And a tweet that Aaron Eisenberg once put out that was a lot of fun was he said that he didn't say, but someone said that what was his fucking name? Garrett Wang, the guy who played Ensign Kim, was in a poker tournament, a celebrity poker tournament, and Aaron's like, yeah, just mention the fact that he was never promoted and Nog was, and watch that soft poker face melt like butter. Which, it really isn't as mean-spirited as it sounds. They all like to fuck around with each other. You know, it was all in good fun. Now, let me switch these lights again. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the awesome thing that I've been waiting to do now that I have this kyanite. Which is I'm going to activate the thermal reactors on both of these. Hold on, let me check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 8. That should, quote-unquote, be enough, but we'll see. I don't think I'll need more kyanite than that, but it's anyone's guess, really. But I'm pretty sure this will get me the final depth modules for both of these things. And if nothing else, it will get me the thermal reactors. And the thermal reactors will act something like the solar reactor that the Seamoth used to have before it inexplicably vanished. Not that it would be much help to me right now anyway. It would crush at this depth, I think. Or damn near it. I could at least ride it back to the surface, so it wouldn't have been totally useless. Matter of fact, I could really go for a Seamoth right about now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the prawn off. Like right around here. Because this is about 800 meters, kilometers, whatever. We're just going to drop this bad boy right here. And I'm going to get back on board here, because I have pretty much all the materials I need to make this. And I'm going to make a new Seamoth that will ride down with me. So that in future events, I can just ride that back up. There'll be no more of this. You know what I mean? No more navigating this big colossus back to the surface out these narrow-ass caves. But yeah, Aaron Eisenberg died. That's very tragic. He was a great actor and still active, voice acting for Star Trek Online for a long time. It's kind of sad to think that unless he pre-recorded some shit, that his role as a speaking character is over now. I mean, there's more. Granted, I'm not just like, oh, we don't get to have Nog and stuff anymore. No, I'm genuinely upset that the man is dead, but you know, there's also that tragedy on top of everything else, that this guy who was a very popular character is gone with that character. Now, that's not to say he won't appear in Star Trek Online. There are numerous examples of characters not having spoken dialogue. Matter of fact, before the Victory is Life expansion, all the DS9 characters were notably not voiced, if you know what I mean. You would interact with them, but they weren't there. And then Victory is Life came out, and they just brought everyone on board to voice act their lines. So, it's not to say that Nog and Spock and Scotty and all them are gone for good. Scotty, noticeably, was voiced by someone other than James Doohan, and so on. So, we could get a sound-alike, we could just get text with no voice. But my deepest condolences to his family and friends who actually did know him. He actually was relatively active on a couple Star Trek groups that I found. Not found, that I joined. Found. Well, yeah, I guess I did find them and I joined them. Where he would just post daily Nog stuff, you know, things about the character, favorite episodes, just things that he found, memes that were funny, that kind of thing. And it'll be sad to not have that anymore as well. I was never a convention guy. I mean, when I was a kid, I always wanted to go to a Star Trek convention, but as an adult, it just... conventions in general just do not appeal to me. Part of it being that I'm utterly broke, and I just cannot stand being in this treasure trove of awesome things that I could never hope to own. You know, so... And then there's the travel, which I don't really do well outside of my home state, and I have a garbage sense of direction. So the travel's not a thing. I have no way to get to places like a bus or an airplane, you know, much less travel within a new city, outside of, say, cabs and Ubers, which would cost a small fortune. Plane tickets or cross-country bus tickets are just out of my reach. And hotels don't even get me started. And all that's on top of getting, like, the entrance stuff and all that. It's not within my means, and I don't think I necessarily want it to be. Like, even things like the Tampa Comic Con, or was it St. Pete? There's like a Comic Con in Pinellas County that I could theoretically go to, and I don't think I'd want to. Because again, I just don't think I would fit in. No, don't get me wrong, I don't have any issues with anyone who does go to conventions. I don't sit there and say, like, why would you do this? No, it's an entirely a me thing. I don't want to go. I understand why everyone else would want to go. I just don't. You know. But not a whole lot's really gone on this week. It's been pretty uneventful. Like I said, I spent most of it at work. I've been training some new people in my department at work, as well as listening to some audiobooks. Although they're not necessarily the best audiobooks, and my headset is fucking up on me again. Which I'm none too thrilled about. Okay, is there a place I can exit here? Please and thank you. Let me out. This? No, that's not big enough for the Cyclops anyway. There's a Pathfinder tool, and I need to start using it. Wouldn't much help me here, and like I said, if all goes to plan, I won't need it after this, because after this I'll have the Seamoth to take me down to places like this. And I'm not at all worried about my energy depletion, because pretty soon I'll have those thermal reactors, which I will just park next to a vent and basically fuel up. Come on, guys, come on, let me out, let me out, let me out. But yeah, I've got really just my SeaWorld trip is the only thing I've got going for me right now. I've got that podcast the second Sunday of October? Or is it the first Sunday? I think it's like the first Sunday of October. It's like October 6th or something. I've got that podcast thing where we're going to be talking Dino Crisis. Which I need to bone up on my Dino Crisis, actually, because that's a thing. And I think that'll be a lot of fun, just to talk Dino Crisis. Especially given that I'm one of those very rare people who actually really like Dino Crisis 3. But I liked all the games. I don't like playing 1 as much. I think 1 is a low point in the series. But it's also the first part of the series, so that's a little forgivable. You know what I mean? I mean, very rarely, in hindsight, does the first game of a series really ever strike gold. I mean, I know we live in a nostalgia culture where the first game is always the best game, the first movie's always the best movie. You know, and all the sequels are garbage all the time, but that's really not the case.
Detecting a titanium mass somewhere in this area. Unable to confirm whether it
Interesting.
originated on the Aurora.
I really hope for their sake that these crab squids don't start shit with me. Also, I have no fucking clue where I am right now. But yeah, if they start shit with me, I will run their asses over. I don't even care. But I am getting close to the surface wherever I am. That is the question of the hour. Where am I? I'm in danger. That's where I am. Oh, fuck. I'm in so much danger right now. It is a big-ass ghost Leviathan, and I don't have my bronze suit. Good news is, I'm cleared, clean shot at the surface this time. Yeah, there we go. See, I very much took the roundabout way of getting here, but I got here. So that's a cool thing. So yeah, we're gonna... Oh, I'm already at normal speed. That's good. Let's just watch the radar. Make sure I don't run into any Leviathans. So far, so good. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, we're in the kelp beds at least, so for the moment we're safe. Just for the moment, though. Up there's the big boys, the reefbacks. The Reaper Leviathans don't hang around the reefbacks, which is weird because you'd think they'd be natural prey for the Reapers. I mean, they're large, they're made up of food, they have entire biomes on their back, and they're not of defense. So, yeah. And I still hit it. Oh well. Sorry, little boomerang. So yeah, the goal here is, first and foremost, the depth modules. If I can get the depth modules, I'm cool. I'm golden. Because that'll get me close to everything, really. Now, priority 1 is the prawn depth module, which I completely forgot to bring with me. Great, Kyrix, you fucked it up. Well, can't win them all. But yeah, resource priority 1 is the Cyclops depth module. Or not Cyclops, the prawn depth module, because the Cyclops isn't going to be nearly as agile, and the prawn's going to be doing the thing harvesting more kyanite for us. So yeah, first things first, we're going to see about getting those depth modules going. I think I might actually have an extra one for the Seamoth now. We got 75. That should be enough. Turn on the lights so I can see where I'm going. And out we go. Let's see here. The fuck did I break now? Seriously, what the fuck did I break? If anything, you'd think taking the moon pool away would have fixed damage, not made it.
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
The fuck damaged us in the first place? Killing all my fucking plants. I don't know, maybe I hit it? I don't know. Okay. Alright, so that's 3 kyanite. Not that. 6 kyanite total, and I have 8. Okay, I think I've got enough to pull off some of the things I want to do. Now, I believe... No, not there. Here, maybe? No, not there either. Definitely not that one. This one, maybe? This is empty. Let's just store extra shit in here for the moment. Alright, we're gonna... What's it take for that mobile bay? Deployables... Titanium ingot, lubricant, power cell. Don't have that. Not enough for this. Yet. That's nice, don't care.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. get some titanium, I guess. Unless I can find it floating above, which is possible. Is it still up here somewhere? I know I released it at one point. I'm pretty sure this is the only base I've really... There it is. Yup. Perfect. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is the only base I've had. So hook me up with a Seamoth, please. Still need a titanium ingot and some lead. Wait, 1 or 2? Please don't be 2. It's just 1. Okay, 2 glass. Shouldn't take me too long to find. Perfect. Perfect, that's enough. It's just enough. So yeah, in the whole search for kyanite thing, I've got a plan. Oh, that's right, I have the blood kelp, don't I?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Give me some lead. Ahem, give me some lead. And some glass. Perfect. No, no, that's not it. There it is. Gonna need to undeploy this thing in a shortly. Pack it up in a minute. All right, vehicle fabricators for the win, please.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Only 200, huh? First off, let's put this in here. And grab these. Now. If I have it, it'll probably be in here. That's the prawn suit one. Okay. Let me see what it'll take right quick to do a moon pool and shit. Not that one. Two titanium ingots, some lead. It's not undoable. It's just not advisable by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, now we're gonna test something right quick. Now I know in previous patches, let me take a look here. Alright, health 100%. We're gonna test something. That in previous versions of this game, at... what's this? That at points below its crush depth, it would sustain damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing a little bit below 200 meters, and we're going to see what happens. And if nothing bad happens, we're good. And I'll take this fucker all ocean. Though on that note, I am going to want to get that depth module for this thing first. Yeah, quit it. Also, we're not completely done with this area just yet. I still have to grab that mod station and take it with me because can't rightly leave it here. You know? Stop hitting every fucking mushroom, please. And here I thought I was done with the Seamoth, just in general, you know? But no, here we are making another one. Because it'll be useful. Oops, that's the wrong button. I want to go down, Mr. Friend. Don't even need to go that far. Just 200 meters. Come on, I do this thing on a regular basis anywhere else. Why are you giving me problems here? Hold on, I'm just trying to go down 200. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Alright, below its current crush depth, that could be okay, though. Get out and fix shit, I guess. Never mind the fact that I am technically also below my crush depth. We'll just ignore that entirely, shall we? Okay, perfect. We're fine now. Yep, still perfectly intact. Cool. Ride this sumbitch all the way back there.
All systems online.
Take it back to base. I missed my little Seamoth, my cute little putt-putt machine. The problem is, as soon as it goes below its crush depth, it's going to have a bad time. And I will have, at best, all of like 3 minutes to get it plugged in. Grab the mod station, everything will be okay. But I got my kyanite, that's what fucking matters. Just for the record, what do I need for this? Plasteel ingot and that. Okay. The titanium won't be a problem. There's plenty of that down at the bottom. I'll be back for that shit at a later time. So yeah, I didn't get all the kyanite I needed, but I got a lot of it. And that's gonna have to do for now. Honestly, I should probably feel lucky that I got the 8 that I got. And at some point, I will get a thermal plant down there, make a new scanning room with all the things, and find kyanite that way. Really is the last thing I need. And believe me, in that zone, there's more than enough heat to pull out of. I really should have thought ahead and brought the module. Before I do a thing, let's check this out. Okay. Seamoth depth module, plasteel ingots. Titanium ingots. So I'm going to need a lot of titanium, basically. I will, in the near future, do a complete search, make sure I have everything I need. Because I'm only going to do this once. I basically need to get this right the first fucking time. I've got lithium. Let me just check this, okay. Got titanium, so that's not a problem. Quartz is available down there. Lithium I have. Kyanite's a thing. Oh, that's a prawn suit. Lithium, titanium, magnetite I have. Enameled glass I have on me. I might need to bring some magnetite, but that's about it, really. Let's see here. empty out some more of these lockers,
All
and we'll be good
systems
to go.
online.
But yeah, that's a pretty resource-rich environment down there. All the major stuff like copper. I've got all the copper I could ever hope for. I've got all the lithium I need. I've got titanium. I've got uranitite. There's probably lead deposits too. There's plenty of stuff. I will not be wanting for resources for the most part. But still, that's no reason not to bring my own. And what's that other thing I need again? I don't have it. Why did I get out of that? Don't have the stuff for the plasteel ingot right now. I don't have enough titanium, and I haven't the time to get it. Okay. Time is fast approaching when I'm not going to need this place anymore. Ow. Ran my ass over.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yoink. Okay, there's that. I know I started to do a thing and just opted not to, apparently. And that's it for me. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.